Welcome to another demo by the CRM team. I am Vainan, the Sales Director and Resident Demo Guy. In today's demonstration, we will focus on Omnichannel for customer service, with a specific focus on WhatsApp as a channel. Many customers use social messaging channels like WhatsApp for their personal communication needs, and customer expectations are rising, and many prefer using WhatsApp channel to engage with businesses. The WhatsApp channel is currently in preview and works with Twilio. Your organization therefore requires a Twilio subscription to access the shown functionality. Let's explore the functionality from a user perspective. Just quickly, we're going to highlight the administrative console. This is where we configure WhatsApp as a channel. It's also where we configure our bots to integrate with the rest of our channels, for example, Facebook or WhatsApp for that purpose. It's here where we configure our agent scripts, our quick replies. You'll see us using this in the demonstration itself. And it's also where we configure our skills-based routing that will apply in the demo environment. So if I look at this from a contact center agent perspective, the first thing that you'll notice is when I open up my screen in the morning, I'll land on my dashboard. My dashboard is configured to show me some of the incoming cases, the number of cases that are currently active and resolved. So you'll see 20 minus 17 therefore gives us 3. I can also see cases by priority. I can see cases by SLA status, for example. If I just scroll down a little bit more, I can see the active cases and where these cases originate from. And there's a variety of dashboards that is available. So I can also have a look at the agent dashboard, for example. And in this dashboard, I'll see agents with the most cases. I can see agents with the highest average handle time. And I can also see some key influences and insights. For example, escalated cases has gone up. The average handling time has gone up to 45 minutes and 31 seconds. It's obviously a demo environment, not a real environment, but it's interesting to see these factors at play. On the top right-hand side, I've got the ability to go and set my status. So my status, for example, could be busy. As soon as I receive or accept an incoming WhatsApp chat, I could say do not disturb, I can appear away, etc. So I'm just going to cancel this, and you'll notice that currently there's a WhatsApp message waiting to be received. On the left-hand side, I've also got a WhatsApp message that's currently open and all the interactions that have been taking place against that WhatsApp account. Now, in this demonstration, we're going to look at two scenarios. The first one is, what happens if we don't know who the person is that's sending that WhatsApp? How do we interact with that person in the CRM system? And secondly, we're going to look at what happens with a known person when they interact through WhatsApp with the application. So let's go ahead and accept this incoming WhatsApp call. A couple of things that you'll notice on the left-hand side, I've got the ability to send quick replies. You saw them in the administrative console. And in quick replies, I've got two areas. I've got all quick replies, and I can also configure my personal quick replies. So in this specific instance, I'm just going to scroll up a bit, and you'll see that we'll use characters that will automatically populate that screen, for example. So yeah, I'm saying you're chatting to the first name and the agent. How can I help you? So as soon as I select that as a chat, you'll see that it actually goes and fills in the username automatically. I've also got the ability to initiate a consult with other agents or with supervisors within the system. I've got the ability to transfer a warm transfer or hot transfer to one of the other agents. We've got the ability to take notes. You'll see us use this in the future communication when we start interacting with a known person that exists within the CRM system. So typically what would happen is if a message comes in and we do not know who the person is that this message is from, we would typically first run a survey to determine who the person is that started this communication or this conversation. Secondly, we can then go and search for that customer based on the information that they provide us. We also have the ability to create a new contact or a new account, depending on whether it's a business interaction or an individual interaction. Typically, individuals will interact on behalf of their businesses. So that's typically the interaction records that you would see and the actions that we would follow. Now let's go and have a look at what would happen if a known person would interact with this specific environment. So I'm going to start a WhatsApp message here and I'm going to say, I need urgent support, please. And I'm just going to send that message through. And you'll see the message now comes in from a known person, and that person is Susan Fine. So let me accept that message. And as soon as I accept that message, you'll see that it goes and identifies the individual that I'm interacting with. It also highlights some of the previous cases that that known individual has mentioned in the past. And most importantly, I've got a timeline of all interactions through all the different channels with this individual on the right-hand side. So it's very, very easy for me to find the right contextual information to reply to this individual. So I'm going to take the same action. I'm going to say, let's respond. And on my side, I can see that you're now chatting with Vaynant. How can we help you? So I'm going to say, I need support with my issue. Not very original today, but it doesn't really matter. So you'll see that communication take place on the right-hand side here. Some of the key aspects that I need to highlight at this point in time is the fact that your knowledge-based articles are completely integrated with the Omnichannel solution. So this allows me to search for any queries relating to the incoming chat that has come through. So here I've got a list of support issues and support requests or knowledge-based articles on those issues and requests that I can literally select and send through to those individuals to quickly answer their questions or their comments. In this specific case, I'm just going to go back to the customer survey. I'm going to select to create a new case. And this is your typical CRM process or customer engagement process that follows through on this page. One of the things that I just want to highlight is obviously the ability to take notes, both internally and externally. And when I go and add these notes, they will obviously go and add to my timeline feature that is available on the bottom here. So when this refreshes, you'll see that the notes are attached, and these notes could ultimately be internal or external notes that we conclude with that specific individual. So I'm going to end the session. When I end the session, it gives me the ability to wrap up the session so I can make some internal comments and then close out that specific interaction with Susan at that point in time. So as you can see, this is a very easy to use platform. It can be combined with all the other channels that are available. For example, Facebook, Twitter, and custom channels that you'd go and define. And as soon as I complete that process, I go back to my dashboard and I can see if I meet my objectives or my KPI. Please join us for the next session where we're going to highlight some of the other channels available in customer service Omnichannel.